Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are creating this kind of halo sparkly eye, and I'm going to be testing out some Kiko, Profusion and a couple of other bits. So yeah, if you want to see how I did this, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I'm first just going to take to moisturise my Kiko Sebo Balance Cream. So it purifies and mattifies. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that. I'm actually just going to do one eye on camera today because I want to do my other one on TikTok. But that'll be alright for you guys. It'll probably be better as well because like I can go more in depth if I'm just doing one eye, because then it's like takes up less time of the video and everything. So yeah. Oh. So I'm just pressing that in. I usually use this cream at night time actually, but I thought, seeing as I'm sort of like testing things out today, I'll see what it's like underneath everything. Ooh. Okay, so I'm going to use my Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer. You used to get this in Boots, but I don't think they do it in Boots anymore, but I think they still do it in Superdrug. But yeah, I'm just going to use that to prime. So I'm going to use my Profusion Mixed Metals palette today. I'm thinking I kind of want to do a halo eye. So yeah, this is just a neutrals palette. You would have seen this if you saw my sort of like haul video that I did a couple of days ago. So I'm just going to start off with this, and I'm actually going to take, as you can see, I'm real organised and decided not to clean my brushes, so I've just got to wipe off any extra product that's on there. Right. Cool. So I'm going to take the shade Devious, which is pretty much the darkest. I mean, these two are both dark, but this one's cool tone, and I'd say this one's more warm tone. But yeah, I'm going to take that on a little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to pat that into my outer and inner corner. Yeah, because I'm working with a wet base as well, it's better if when you first do your shadows to pat them instead of swipe, because it kind of goes like, it can go a little bit funny, because obviously you're trying to swipe something dry over something wet. So yeah, I'll pack on the colour first and then go back in and diffuse the edges and everything once the pigment's down. So yeah, I'm just putting that on my inner and outer corners. These are really nice and pigmented actually, these shades. I've not used this palette yet, but yeah, these are really nice and pigmented. And it's a really nice like cool tone brown. I think I prefer like cooler tones just because like I'm quite pale and stuff, so I always think that cool tones look better on me. But yeah, that's real nice and pigmented. So I think what I might do is mix Fierce and Zing together, because I mean, I would say my eyes are quite small, so it's hard if I've got to try and like pack on like lots of different colours, because I kind of just run out of room, because I actually think my eyes are quite small for the rest of my face. Like, I'll watch some of my YouTubers and they can like pack on so many colours, and I'm literally like, I don't understand how you can do that, because I just can't do that with my eyes. Like, I just feel like my eyes are so small. But yeah, I'm just real lightly blending that into the other shade, and I'm holding my brush like right at the end so it can like, it's more loose. I feel like if you hold it right here, you'll be more harsh blending. So yeah, if you just hold your brush at the edge, you've got more looseness, I guess. So it just makes blending like a little bit easier. So yeah, I'm just going in with that and just lightly blending out. I really like this palette. I mean, it's really nice and small as well, so it's really like travel friendly. I'm quite into my neutral shades anyway. I did go through a phase where I was like always wanted to wear colourful eyeshadows, but I don't know, I just feel like now, especially with everything that's like going on in the world, I just don't have like a need for them as much, because like you don't really wear like really colourful eye looks on an everyday basis, if you know what I mean. So for me, it's just, I'm just into my neutrals a lot more nowadays, whereas when I was first getting into makeup, I really liked all the colours and everything. I mean, I still play with my colours and everything, and I've got a lot lined up, like ideas and everything for my channel, which involve like a lot of colourful eyeshadows. So I just went back in with that dark shade again, just to pack on the crease a little bit, and then I'm just slowly blending out my two mixed shades that I put together. Okay, and I think I will lastly just go in with a bigger fluffy brush. Have you got anything on you? Yes, you have. And I'm going to go in with the shade Hope, which is kind of like a more pinky colour. And I'm just going to go in with that and run that along the edges just to blend everything out a little bit better. Nice. Okay, I'm going to just build up all the pigments and then I will come back and we'll finish off. Quickly just going to take that really light shade called Silky and I'm just going to real lightly pat that where I want my pigment to go, just so I sort of know what I'm doing and where I'm placing stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to real lightly pat that over. Not that it really makes much of a difference. Cool. So I'm gonna take, for my halo part of the eye, I'm gonna first take my e.l.f. liquid shadow in the shade Copper Pop. So I'm gonna take that and I'm gonna take it on a flat brush and I'm just gonna pick up some of the colour or pigment on the brush, and then I am going to dab that on that inner corner, no, the centre of my eye, and just real lightly drag that up I really like liquid shadows because they make your eye look kind of glossy, which is real nice. If you go and have a look at Emma Fleming on YouTube, she does some real nice glossy eyes, because I think she actually uses like clear lip gloss, and like it just has a really nice effect. So I'm just gonna pat that on real lightly. I'm kind of just putting this on for a base for the pigment that I'm gonna go into afterwards. I'm going to take my Sample Beauty pigment in the shade Candy Cane. I just don't want this to go everywhere because it's so like fine that it kind of like floats about everywhere. So I'm actually going to wet my brush just so I can pick up the pigment. That was my Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fix and Spray. And then I'm going to actually take the pigment from the lid. Can you see that colour? Oh, I just wet my mirror with my spray. That's great. Cool. And then I'm just going to start dabbing that on. Wow, that was so pretty. It's proper duochrome, like it's got blue, it's got green, it's got pink. That is real pretty. So yeah, I'm just gonna dab that all the way up. Whoa. I mean, from the front it kind of looks like you can't see a difference, if you know what I mean. But then like when you turn and it like catches the light, that is pretty. I'm just going to add a little bit of black liner just because of when I'll be putting on my lashes later, so it blends into my eyeline better. So for mascara, I'm just going to take my Maybelline Great Lash and just add a couple of quick coats, because I'll be putting on false eyelashes anyway. I'm not too fussed about making my eyelashes really like clumpy or lengthening or volumizing, because they're just going to be covered up anyway, so it doesn't really make much of a difference. Okay guys, I'm gonna whiz off camera, do this eye, and then we will come back and do the rest of the base. Okay, I will see you in 3 seconds. Okay guys, so now that both eyes are done, I better actually put this pigment away because I can just tell that I'll probably end up spilling it. Real nice. I don't know if you can. It's so pretty, man. Gee whiz. Cool. So now we will go into base. So I'm first going to take my Kiko matte face base. I haven't used this yet, but it says it's long lasting, mattifying and evening face base. I really like the Kiko packaging as well. It's like, I don't know, it just feels sort of quite luxury, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna, okay, so it's like a clear gel, so I'm guessing it's gonna be kind of like a silicone based one. Hopefully it doesn't do that horrible balling up thing that silicone primers do. Right. Smells nice. Smells like, don't know, just smells nice. Cool. Actually, it doesn't feel that like slippery. I would say my ordinary primer feels like more slippy than this one. I'm just gonna try and clean up the edges a little bit. Yeah, that feels nice. I mean, the only problem I found is that obviously because it's clear, I couldn't exactly see, like I could feel where it was going. But yeah, with my ordinary one, because it's like a white colour, you can like see it and like where it's spread to and everything, but it feels nice. It doesn't really have like a tack. I don't really know if it's like blurred, but see, now that I've like rubbed my hands, I don't know if you can see where it's like balled up. So yeah, now that I know that that happens, I'm gonna try not to touch my face too much. But yeah, I really like the smell of that. Cool. So for foundations, I'm actually going to mix my two Kiko ones. So I'm going to mix my Unlimited with my Wonder Woman. Now, my Wonder Woman I've only used with my Rimmel primer, and my base never sat right, so I don't know whether it was this or the primer, but this one is real nice, so I'm hoping that mixed together they'll be okay. And obviously I've gotten a different primer today, so maybe that will kind of help. Cool, so just gonna do like a couple of swipes and then add in the Wonder Woman one. Kind of good as well because the Wonder Woman one is lighter as well, so hopefully they should mix pretty well. I mean, I feel like this is maybe too much, but we can try. Oh god, it's like dripping. Okay, let's give it a whirl. First impressions seems to be pretty good mixing together. Just trying to like get closer to my mirror so I can see it. It looks quite nice. It looks pretty matte. And the shade is pretty good. Which is always a bonus. I mean, I'm quite used to mixing eye foundations because, I don't know, I just kind of got into that recently and now I don't really know how to stop. That's kind of weird. It looks better on this side than this. Oh, who knows? Oh my god, I put way too much on my nose. Oops. Oh, that was way too much. I have to get out my little sponge in a minute. Okay, so I can safely say it's pretty slidey. And I think it's safe to say it's pretty much, I would say, full coverage. Depending on your skin. So I have oily skin, so I don't mind more dewy foundations. But if I'm going to have on a dewy foundation, I need to make sure that I've like got like a matte primer on, and I have to like really set it. But with this one, like these two, the Wonder Woman one is more matte, whereas the Unlimited one is more liquidy, so I feel like it looks a bit... The shade is not perfect. Oh my god, I've just put way too much on. Yeah, don't do what I do. Right, I'm going to take my top and just lighten up a little bit under my eyes. I literally hardly take like any concealer. A bit on my nose, and a little bit on my forehead. Right. Yeah, I never really use concealer that much because, I mean, I'm always wearing like full coverage foundation anyway, so half the time I don't really think that concealer is necessary. But just because my base is a little bit dark today, I don't mind using concealer just to like lighten things up a little bit, like in the areas that they need to be lighter. I quite like the shop, the Tarte Shape Tape. I've had mine for like, I don't know, over a year maybe. Well, probably more than that. I don't really have like much opinion on it. Like I would say my e.l.f. one, the camo one, is like really. Just got this spike on the top of my head. I would say the e.l.f. one is pretty similar. Right guys, I'm just gonna quickly go off and cream bronze with my Revolution stick, and then we will be back to do setting powder, okay? Right, so cream bronze is done. So I'm gonna go in with the Kiko Invisible Touch Face Fixing Powder. I don't know if to use this or not because it's really like hard, so I don't know whether I'll be able to like press it in. So I feel like if I do, it might lift some of the foundation. So I might actually go in with my other powder puff from the coconut Revolution one. I'm just gonna dust off any powder that might be on there, just so we get like a fair chance with the Kiko one. Right, I mean, look at the state of that. I might go in with a flat brush first for under my eyes, just to like really pack it in, and then go in with the powder puff like on the other parts of my face. I'm hoping as well this doesn't give flashback, because that'd be sad. I'm just gonna really go in there, and then under here. Doesn't smell too much, so that's nice. I know that like some people really dislike like smells with face powders and everything. Right, so I'm just gonna go under. Wow, oh my god, that is really finely milled. Jesus. It does have a kind of weird, I can't tell if it's my powder puff or this, but I think it might be the powder, but it kind of reminds me of like bonfire, like you know when people have bonfires and then you can smell it. I think it must be this because I've never noticed that smell before. That looks really fine, like Jesus. Okay, I see you. Right, I'm just going to take a little bit on my big brush and just go in on the rest of my face with it. Oh my god, you can't even like see it on my brush because, oh my god, can you see it? Like, Jesus. Okay. I mean, I mainly bought it because like the reviews were like amazing. And I'm not gonna lie, I can kind of see why. Right, I'm gonna go off and do my bronzing and highlighting, just using my two Revolution palettes and my BH highlighter palette, and then I will come back. Right, I'm just gonna take that fluffy brush that I used on my eyes earlier, and I'm just gonna blend out this edge because I feel like it looks kind of harsh at the minute. So yeah, I'm just gonna blend that out into my temples, I really like the whole winged out look now. I can remember like when I was first doing makeup and stuff that my shadow used to literally just like stop here and that was it. When I think about how I used to do my makeup, like when I was a lot younger, I used to have like a brown eyeshadow palette. I think it was like a number 7 and it was like really little and it had like 3 brown shades in it. I'd put like, everything would be like in this little part, like nothing would go above my crease and it'd be like light brown, medium brown, dark brown, and like that was it. Like they weren't blended together, nothing was like above my crease, like that was literally it. And I look back at it and I was like, what was I actually thinking when I was doing that? I'm actually going to take that darker brush, kind of darken out this bit, kind of. It's hard to tell when I've got like my big ring light on how things are going. Oh, Christ, huge hair. I've got like glitter up in my eyebrow. Right. I'm going to go on to my lower lash line. So I'm actually just going to take the darkest shade again, which was Devious, and that little fluffy brush, and I'm just going to real gently blend that in. And then connect it into that outer corner. I'm never really that phased about lower lash lines that much. I just find it really hard because, like I said earlier, I've got little eyes, so trying to put things on the lower lash line, it's just not really something I'm particularly bothered about. Like, I do it because otherwise it looks weird, but it's probably like one of my least favourite things. I can remember when I was younger and I would like do stuff all on my top eye and then I would literally leave the bottom eye. I wouldn't put mascara on it, I wouldn't put eyeshadow on it, I literally wouldn't do anything. And my mum used to be like, you need to put something on there because you need to balance it out, and I was actually like, no. But because I used to do dance as well, obviously we had people that like did our makeup for like shows and competitions and stuff like that, and like anytime anyone went anywhere near my lower lash line, I was actually like, nope, nope. I just hated, like I hated when they had to do like the waterline. Oh, they used to, like, oh, that was just horrible. Right. Right, so for bottom lashes, I'm going to use that Maybelline Great Lash again. I like this for lower lashes because it's like a teeny tiny wand, so it's just kind of easier to get in there. Right, so I'm just gonna... So for my inner corner and brow highlight, I'm going to take my little Kiko Holiday Gems Infinite Sparkle eyeshadow in the shade Champagne Diamond, and I'm gonna take this on my little, I don't even know what this is, I think people call them a smudger brush, but I use these for inner corner because it's little. I'm just gonna rub off any other highlighter that might be on there. Cool. Right, so I'm gonna pick this up on here, and then I'm gonna try it dry first. Whoa. Do you see that? I'm gonna try dry, and then if I want to build it up, which I think I do. I mean, the brow bone doesn't really need much highlighting because that pigment's already there, but I'll do it anyway. Right, so I'm then going to take this on the brush, and then I'm going to take my setting spray again and wet it, and then see. Oh yeah. Wow, that's pretty nice. Right, I'm going to go off and do eyebrows because you've seen me do them a million times and they're really boring. So yeah, all I'll be using is just my collection eyebrow pencil, if I can find it, and my Revolution micro brow pen, And then I will come back, we'll do lips, stick on some lashes, and it'll be done. So, see you in a minute. Okay guys, brows are on. I think brows as well is probably like my least favourite thing, because this one's up here, this one's down there, this one's a completely different shape to the other one. I hardly have any brow hair anyway, so most of it is just drawn on, which is really annoying. So I'm going to take my Revolution lip liner, just going to get all that off, and line my lips. It's kind of annoying because my lower lip is bigger, like fuller than my top one. So I always have to overdraw it. Okay, so I'm going to take my Revlon Ultra HD Matte Liquid Lip colour. Usually I wouldn't wear one this kind of colour, but because I'm putting the metallic over the top, I don't mind too much. Just because this is more of like a pinky red, and I'm more of like a red or a nude kind of person, so. Yeah, it might look kind of weird at first because I'm literally there's literally hardly anything on this brush, just because I don't like putting loads and loads on my lips, because then like you can't get it back off again. So then I'll go in with the matte one from Sebo. Let's see how she goes. Not as matte as I thought it was going to be. Not as matte, not as metallic. I can't tell whether I like that or not. I'm going to try the Profusion one. Where did I put it? Where is it gone? Oh, bloody right in front of me. Right, I'm gonna give this one a go. Mix up. Oh yeah. Jesus, that's like gold. So I'm just going to go in with my falsies from Amazon, and naturally take my favourite pair, because I feel like these ones are the only ones that kind of like match my eyes. I'm just going to go in with my Duo lash glue. This one's cool as well because this is like a black glue. So, kind of like goes in, like blends in better. Although it's kind of annoying when you're like you don't want to wear eyeliner, because then it's like harder for the lash line to blend in. But so far, it's okay. Right, I'm just gonna let those go tacky. Okay, guys. So this is the finished look. Just went on and stuck my lashes on. Yeah, I'm really liking these products. I feel like my skin looks real, well, on this side's kind of got lumps and bumps, but I feel like my skin looks super smooth, which I think is that powder, because it's like so fine. I'm real happy with the eyes as well, like that pigment is just so pretty. I promise I'm gonna get better at doing eyelashes. Eyelashes just proper stress me out. I can never get them to like stick on properly. But anyway. So yeah, this is the finished look. I'm gonna try real hard to remember to come back and show you how everything is doing later on. I will not be wearing my false eyelashes then, because these are coming off right away, because I hate the feeling of eyelashes on my eyes. But yeah, I will see you, oh no, well, for me, a couple of hours, for you, a couple of seconds. But if I forget, I hope you enjoyed this look, and I will see you next time. Give me a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want to do. And yeah, I will see you next time. Bye!